Miss Amy, hey, how's it going? So this is the end of course reflection for BPT 113, and I've got my paper right here. Basically, well, you can read it, but I'm presenting it, so I'll just use it as my prompt if you don't mind. So I started out talking about how BPT 113 is basically a course that teaches the unteachable to get all, you know, philosophical, I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying that with regard to the emotional intelligence, aspects of the curriculum, we talked about that on several occasions. And that's kind of a subject that's very interesting to me. And I can definitely say it was interesting to me before the course. The course didn't really further my appreciation on that at all, but it potentially furthered my understanding on that because there were several instances, not several, but there was a couple instances in which we got to actually engage with that kind of knowledge and, as is the foundation of a technical school, its application is much better than theory, as, like like you contrasted when I first enrolled in the program as contrasted with a four-year school that's mostly theory, so application is always better, and so that was really nice. And what else did I have? Oh, and my least favorite part of the course I mentioned in my paper, it was undoubtedly project two. It's just seemed like everything that you had to do for that project was it had limited application in my opinion for project three. There was some, obviously. Uh, there was. It's just like the television. It didn't really make sense. Like if you were going in the direction of radio anyway, why would you even be discussing television? And vice versa. If you're going in the direction of television, why would you be discussing radio? And it just really it hinged so much on what you were tailoring to your clients, sales pitch, and it just seemed really expansive uh, and obligatory. It felt, I wrote down in my paper, it seemed like an obligation rather than, a useful resource whenever it came to being the foundation for Project 3, in my opinion. But I also provide a counter argument to soften that criticism because it could be justified in the sense that the project is pitched project it could be justified in the sense that Project 2 is pitched as an exposure to market research and the utility of market research, how you compile that, and just compile it all in one place so you're looking at what the state of the market is. Like I said, in an expansive view, but when it just came to distilling that down into the presentation, and maybe my presentation suffered for it, you know what I mean? I haven't got my grade yet, so maybe it suffered, I'm certain I could have done better, and maybe I didn't utilize Project 2 the way that I should have, but I didn't grasp it in that sense. In the sense that it was supposed to be the hardcore foundation of Project 3. So anyway, that concludes. Oh yeah, and I put a nice little sentence down there at the end of the paper that I think there's a lot of truth to. BPT, in my opinion, BPT 113 and BPT 111 greatly expand the knowledge and conceptions of someone novice to the various media industries, and it almost gets the feeling, especially if you're concurrently enrolled in both of the courses. I think most anyone in our class could attest to the fact that it feels like if you're concurrently enrolled in them, they're geared to give you an exposure to, you know, parts of the industry that you're not going to know until you're dropped in it. And so it is value. There is value in having that exposure before you are dropped in it. So I would think so anyway, theoretically. Anyway, see you around, Miss Amy. Thanks for the semester.